This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1154, Dual Income, No Kids, by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner with MakingSenseOfSense.com. And I'm Dan, I am your host, and I'm here every single day reading to you from the best blogs on personal finance. And for more blogs being narrated to you every single day, we actually have 5 shows like this. You can check them all out by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. But for now, since you're here, let's get right to our post on finance and continue optimizing your life. Dual Income, No Kids by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner with MakingSenseOfSense.com. I read a great post on Club Thrifty the other day titled Having Children, an Expensive Decision. The topic of children comes up a lot in my life and, of course, in the personal finance blog world. People constantly ask us when we will have kids. We've been together for over 6 years. We've bought a house, have dogs, are kind of financially secure, etc. So people don't seem to understand when we laugh at them and say that we are not ready at all. Sort of unrelated, but I think of my dogs as my children for now. My sister the other day, and she says this all the time, said, "I love your dogs." And I say, "Well, you can take them whenever you want." That's a joke, of course, and she always replies with, "Well, they're nice to play with, but I don't want any of the other responsibilities with that right now." This is how I feel. I love kids, but right now I'm not ready for any other type of responsibility that comes along with having children. From Reuters in an article recently, quote, "A middle-class family with a child born in 2011 can expect to spend about $234,900 in the next 17 years on food, shelter, and other necessities. The cost comes to about $295,560 with projected inflation factored in." End quote. Some people have very good reasons to not have kids, while some use just the cost of expenses as a reason to not have kids. I want to say that this is not our reason at all. A lot of things are expensive, so I never really understand why some people use this as a reason. I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, I just don't know of a nicer way to put it. We would like to be extremely financially secure when we do have kids, though. I would like to be in a bigger house with most, if not all of it paid off, no student loans, etc. Yes, we do realize that we will never fully be ready for kids because that's impossible, but I'd like to not feel like I'm struggling. This is not how I feel right now, but you know what I mean. Background on us. Currently, we are dinks, dual income, no kids, and plan to stay this way for quite some time. A dink is where there are 2 incomes, his and mine, and there are no children. Yes, we do want kids, but not right now, and not for around 10 more years. Oh yeah, and we do want to adopt a child as well. While I am nearly done with my MBA, the boy is not done with school. He starts back up in January at the latest and will not be done for another 4 years. He is starting in a new major, so we would also like for that to be done. So when exactly? We decided that we both want to wait until we are in our early 30s, maybe late 20s. When we tell people this, they tend to think we are crazy and stupid. Sometimes we get yelled at. I'm not even joking. People have told me that my kids will have disorders such as Down syndrome. I was actually told this again just the other day, if we wait too long. It's ridiculous. People also joke that I will be the oldest mom with a kindergartner. I don't know why people think that will make me angry. I look extremely young, so when I'm 35 with a kindergartner, people will most likely still mistake me for a teenager with a kid, but that's a whole nother story. Oh yeah, and to continue off the early 30s being too old, my parents had me when they were 36 and 37, and I think I turned out just fine. There are a lot of things that we still want to experience in our lives as well. We'd like to do more traveling, understand ourselves better, etc. I want to keep saying that I really do want to have kids and a family. I grew up in an extremely small family, and we never did family gatherings. I can honestly say never. I would like to experience all of the awesome things that being in a family entails. After being with the boy for over 6 years, I've gotten to see what his huge family is like, and I love it. There are over 100 of them in his close family circle. I'm glad that they consider me a daughter and family member, and I would like to continue this with my own family. I will definitely be excited when that part of my life begins, but that time is just not right now. In the end, there is no right or wrong choice as to whether a person should have kids or not. For a long time, I thought I wouldn't have any and be a dink for life. But that has changed. You just listened to the post titled Dual Income, No Kids by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner with MakingSenseOfSense.com. And that should do it for today. Hope you have a happy rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Friday show, where your optimal life awaits.